Hi, hello, how's it going? It's Elena and welcome back to my channel. If you watch my videos, or if you're new, which by the way, welcome, glad you're here. I travel quite a bit. I absolutely love traveling. I always get a ton of travel related questions, also a lot about packing, and I'm actually leaving tomorrow to go from California to New York, and then I'll end up going to Canada. And so I figured it was the perfect time to kind of show you guys what's in my carry-on. So I've had a lot of trial and error in my day. I'm gonna show you a few items. Also super stoked because this video is sponsored by Care Of, so shout out to Care Of. So this is all about like the carry-on for what I bring on the plane for the journey itself, and not like necessarily clothes and whatnot, but kind of for the travel portion. But without further ado, let me show you guys what I pack in my carry-on. Okay, so first and foremost is the bag you're bringing. I very rarely travel with like fashion in mind. It's more of like convenience and trying to be smart. So like in the past, I've traveled with like tote bags and stuff like that, but I've realized it's just so key to have a good backpack. This one's from Away and I love it because it has a ton of pockets. It has this laptop slip right here, and it's large enough that I can fit my camera equipment in here. So this is my go-to bag. First and foremost, especially in our modern day, is technology. So when it comes to an airplane, I want to make sure I always have a pair of headphones. I could not survive a long flight without them. I usually bring actually 2 pairs of headphones. So I have these. These are noise canceling. I love these. It's great to block out screaming babies and just to listen to like ambient music and kind of zone out. So feel like a DJ when I wear them, which is a plus. Maybe not a cool one, but you know, DJ vibes. It's important to bring headphones with a jack like this, because on airplanes, if you want to watch a movie, most of the jacks are usually this size. They're not going to be the size of the newer iPhone headphones, so make sure you have this jack or at least an adapter of some sort so you can watch movies to bear through the long hours. As a YouTuber, having a laptop is crucial. I mean, I always bring mine with me almost everywhere I go because I'm constantly editing and working in any little time gaps that I have. So I always bring this with me, as well as a computer charger and of course an iPhone charger. Both these are crucial because it's a long flight. Another little piece of technology that I highly recommend bringing on a long trip is a external iPhone charger, like one of these little guys, because you never know if your airplane might not have an outlet for you to plug in, and trust me, in our day and age, you do not want to have a dead phone while traveling. I literally rely on it for everything. I often have like my ticket saved on it. I use it to call an Uber or whatever, find the bus I need to take once I arrive at an airport. I check on it for like transfers. So basically, I highly recommend bringing one of these just in case something happens. You want to be able to have your phone charged. I always have a camera with me, but I'm using my Canon G7X right now to film, so I always bring that little guy with me. But I also love bringing disposable. It's kind of more of like a personal preference, but I just love the look of film because each moment is kind of captured in a more meaningful way, and it's more selective, and these are really small and easy to carry around, which is a plus. For entertainment for a long flight, I usually bring a book of some sort. I highly recommend bringing a small paperback book. If you're going somewhere where you're gonna be carrying your luggage personally, like far distances, you really want to minimize the amount of weight you have on your back. Also something I've learned the hard way. So I like to just find a small, nice read to keep me company on a long flight or a long train ride. So another thing I always bring with me on my carry-on is my journal. I'm an avid journaler. I love to journal and just kind of capture how I'm feeling and the memories that I've experienced about where I'm going or where I've been, even maybe how it changed me or how I grew from a really unique experience. So I love bringing this with me. So hand in hand with that, obviously you need a bomb pen, of course. One thing that took me a while to realize from a lot of different trips that I should carry with me on a carry-on is a glue stick. And it might seem a little obscure, but that is because I personally, when journaling, love to collect like little metro tickets and like museum ticket stubs and like concert tickets, stuff like that, and I love to kind of have those like little physical pieces of a memory. For the longest time, I would just collect like a big pile from each trip of different little like paper mementos. But then like I ended up getting back to like my home, and then I was getting like backlogged with like other things I wanted to journal about, and I would end up losing little pieces of paper. So basically, I feel like it's super valuable to just bring a glue stick with you, so when you like find a cool museum ticket you like, you can just glue it in there and then journal a little bit about it, or like put a Polaroid or like a pressed flower or whatever it is you prefer in there immediately, rather than like relying on your future self to glue it in weeks later. Just something that's helped me. And now moving on to like snacks and like things I will consume that I carry on my carry-on. This isn't me being like, oh, trendy, healthy, TK19. I like legitimately highly recommend bringing healthy snacks with you on the airplane, because you will feel so much better if you're putting something good in your body and then something like processed and gross. Like, trust me, I've tried it both ways, where like I'll go on some flights and I'll just buy a crap ton of candy and eat it all, and you literally feel awful, especially when you're sitting in a cramped space in the sky in a small little chair for like 7 hours at a time. And if you just pigged out on like a bunch of Skittles, you're gonna feel like crap. You get something that's gonna like fuel your body in a positive way, you will feel so much better. When you're in the airport food is insanely expensive, and then when you're on the airplane food is just genuinely pretty gross. I usually bring like something I can snack on. Like, I have these little green pea snack crisps, something like this. I usually always bring protein bars, and my absolute favorite protein bars are macro bars, but I couldn't find them in the grocery store. So I also like RX. These ones are super good for you. There's a lot of protein bars out there that actually aren't that good for you. So if you want one that's healthy, I highly recommend macro or RX, just to kind of give you a little fuel. Also gum, so you can just chew on it when you are taking off or landing if your ears pop, or just, you know, keep you busy when you're bored. Definitely bring your own water bottle. Not only is it sustainable, but they usually give you like this much water when you're on an airplane, so I recommend this to keep you hydrated. I also recommend bringing some type of dietary supplement or vitamin of some sort, because it's so hard to eat well when you're traveling. Like I said, airplane food is usually not that good or very healthy, and if it's a long flight or an overnight flight, or if you're changing time zones, you're gonna be eating at really weird schedules, which is just not great for your body. So I definitely recommend bringing something along those lines. Some people prefer gummy vitamins. I've been using the vitamins and supplements from Cara for quite a little while. I've talked about them in a previous video. It's super convenient because I just get all my vitamins and supplements in one pack, and so it's very easy to just like stick in my carry-on, and just helps you stay healthy, especially like in this new year if a goal of yours is like to travel more and stay healthy. They're basically these customized vitamin packs. It has their name on it. You basically take a quick quiz on their site and you get your recommended vitamin pack. Within my pack, I also have these pocket protector supplements, which are basically probiotic supplements, because I'm somebody that gets sick pretty easily. It's very common to get sick while traveling, so I definitely recommend bringing something like that, and you get 50% off your first month. Oh, my bad. By going to takecareof.com and using this promo code. So another thing I usually bring, and this does not apply to everybody, this is only for somebody that's kind of prone to sinus infections or has sinus issues, but I figured it was worth pointing out, is to bring nasal spray with you. And a doctor actually recommended this to me when I had a really bad sinus infection after traveling, and that's because of like the pressure of the airplane. Basically, he recommended like spritzing nasal spray before a flight, just to like clear your passageways. I usually bring this with me just to be preventative yet again. A few items for comfort on a plane that I think are super helpful is a sleeping mask, and you can just KO and sleep your way through the flight. Personally suck at sleeping on airplanes, but if you're good at it, I commend you. I am jealous. Keep it up. I always bring a scrunchie to put my hair up. It's soft and it won't like give me a headache from having my hair in like a high pony or a bun for a while. And then of course some cozy socks, because it's always cold on an airplane and my feet are for some reason the part of my body to get cold first, so very helpful. And then lastly, I always bring a few products with me on my carry-on. Keep in mind they have to be travel size, or else you'll get them taken away, which is very sad when you have a product you love taken by the TSA. It's a sad moment. Rest in peace to all those lost items. I always bring small deodorant. I haven't found natural travel size deodorant yet. If you know of any brands that make them small, let me know. Leave a little comment below. Thanks. I always bring my toothbrush and toothpaste. I hate that dirty mouth feeling, especially after you've like eaten several meals, and if you're like sleeping on the airplane and you wake up and you just feel gross. Like, trust me, you're gonna want to brush your teeth, or at least like have mouthwash or something, otherwise it's just gonna feel real gross, especially after a long trip. I bring dry shampoo with me, not so much for the actual airplane because you don't want to really spray that in there, but in the airport once I've arrived at my destination. My hair usually just feels gross and greasy, and like dry shampoo gives it a little life again, which, you know, it's like I'll take what I can get. Same goes for any makeup. Like I usually don't wear makeup on the airplane. Sometimes if I'm like arriving at the airport, I'm about to like see a friend or like family member and I don't want to look like death, I will like quickly put on a little mascara and I will brush my eyebrows into place, kind of call it a day, and at least I look like I have a little bit of life in me. Also, obviously moisturization is key, and so I just bring like balm.com or chapstick with me. And just another thing to keep in mind, it's helpful to have a little bag to keep all your toiletries in. It's just easier to carry it all to the airplane bathroom in a little bag. Might seem obvious, but you'd be surprised the amount of times you forget little details like this. All right, those are all my items for what I pack on my carry-on while traveling. I hope this helped you guys if you have future trips coming up. If you want more travel related videos and such, definitely let me know because I love making them, because I love traveling. It's great, it's my favorite. And until next time, thanks so much for watching. Love you guys, bye.